Hello and thanks once again for your company on Extra. Well, it's the beginning of another great week on Extra, and as usual, we have a great lineup for you. Today on the show, we delve into a bit of history behind Hiri Moale Festival, and we take you through the process of making local chocolates using local ingredients. That mouth-watering story a little later, but for now, PASIN TUMBUNA Day was on at Nature Park, showcasing local traditions and cultures. Kashmir Wakan went along to have a look.
A lot of activities took place during the TUMBUNA Day, held at the Nature Park in Port Moresby. The objective of organizing the TUMBUNA Day was to promote traditional cultures that were practiced in PNG for the last 1,000 years. The TUMBUNA Day featured traditional activities that were practiced in ancient PNG. These included wood carvers from the East Sepik, to the exotic yam house of the Milimbe province. Among these many traditional activities being demonstrated, two provinces demonstrated the stages of preparing sago, one of the common staple food found throughout the country.
Manus, emiyetem ikat plan kain wave walking saksa. Tatlo hiya ibelugi mem. Ol line long bibi how mi plan sa walking saksa ko ngam. Asibla kan lugun hiya because mi plan no stop long manus, mi stop lo hiya em hap saksak so mi baksim lo hiya but manus festing baklerim saksak we ba katim lo mi saksak clearim pastem space lo saksak pe goron mas open. I got space to walk behind only katim. Next, all money katim tanggal cleanim, straightening place belum walk by stalongem. Finish only opi maay saksak, split him saksak two side by op. Qualify team saksak long narpa side em saksak ikam na kaus go length long em. So from there only pick him saksak go this lahap, all karim go long hap lo wasim. Especially all Mary sa wasim, but because mi plan nostalo place now, you can go mulman. Isa walking to so lo mi pla igat tolman to isa megi saksak by team na wasiman dem. Na pinisem long pinisim saksak by mi team saksak long gadiglik square container or something sa stop we finished product em sa goran lo has plongem isa gat saksak stop anta pe mora. But waray sa stop go na dry. Now I'll go around sim saksak na.
Mi bla isibik bla kubalia na place trade bla mi am profundo. Mi bla come here long sim na demonstrating how mi bla sabi work saksak. Mi bla a number of process. One mi bla go panim saksak mi ready stop. Flower come up and maybe cut him down. Or some time maybe looking maybe ready to cut even flower come up too and maybe cut him. Cut him ready, walking bed or some here, maybe walking here. Alright. They are now fighting. Rousing skin blank fighting. Okay, maybe like at stage 1 cut him down. Stage 2 and maybe walking bed blank was him sack. Okay, stage 3, he work stop long. Process long wasim, we go finish now and maybe like start. Okay, stage 4 maybe like pass him long. La long coconut so olive or now maybe like at the slam. Rice bag 10 kg maybe like say. If I want them rice here, and the slam put blood through block put him down and carry him go. You can put him nice salem too.
The venue was filled with visitors who were keen to learn about some of the country's traditional cultures and activities carried out in the different provinces. While some of the young were enjoying themselves on the bouncy castle, this youngster was fascinated with the skill of husking a coconut.
Paradise Foods Limited embarked on a journey and introduces the Queen Emma Chocolate Company. The main aim of the company is to produce chocolate using all the local ingredients. Over the years, it is seen that most of PNG's cocoa has been exported with limited local use. Hence, Queen Emma Chocolate Company is here to make good use of the locally grown cocoa and to show that PNG has some of the world standard cocoa beans. Jacqueline Kanabudi visited the Queen Emma Chocolate Company in Port Moresby and saw how the chocolate is made.
Queen Emma Chocolate Company has been working and supporting the local cocoa growers in PNG to make sure that only the best cocoa beans are grown in the fertile coastal plains of PNG. All the cocoa beans are collected right across PNG, from plantations in New Britain, Bougainville, East and West Sepik, Kokoda, Medeng and Morobe. When the cocoa beans reach the factory, they are carefully inspected by the quality assurance team before being transferred from a bucket elevator into the roaster. The beans are roasted for about an hour before being cooled and transferred to a winnower. The winnowing process breaks the roasted cocoa beans, leaving only the rich cocoa nibs behind. Then the nibs are transferred to a pin mill, which further breaks the nibs before being passed to a roll refiner to produce a cocoa paste. The cocoa paste are then pumped into a ball mill, which over time produces a fine cocoa mess or cocoa liquor. It is then stored in a temperature-controlled tank before being pumped into a mixer to make chocolate. At this stage, additional ingredients such as sugar, vanilla and in case of milk chocolate, milk are added. It is then blended and forms a thick paste. The paste is then transferred to a refiner, which then turns the chocolate paste into fine powder again. The powder is now being passed by conveyors, where the powder is turned back into liquid. Again, at this stage, the assurance team ensures that the chocolate is of right consistency. Then it is transferred from the contours to the chocolate tanks. From there, it is tempered and later piped into chocolate molds. When the molds are filled, it is then vibrated and cooled. At this process, if chocolate bars are not in required shapes, they are manually removed and put into a bin for reprocessing. After the cooling process, the chocolate then goes through a horizontal cold wrapping machine. And this is the last and final stage, the wrapping and the packaging of the chocolates. The chocolate comes in 3 types: the dark Covaches, Lovina milk chocolate, and Queen Emma Gold. The Queen Emma Chocolate Company also do chocolate chips and buttons for commercial clients like hotels. And this is how chocolates are made at Queen Emma Chocolate Company.
Delicious local chocolate there, and they are on the shelves right now in most stores. Coming up, afternoon tea.